Hey guys, Coogster here, and I'm going to be showing you guys the customization options you get with Firefall. Now, right now we are looking at the Assault class, and next we have the Civilian. You obviously won't be looking like this in game. You'll be looking like either the Assault, Medic, Recon Engineer, or Dreadnought, or any other classes that Red 5 comes out with in the future. Now, we have Medic, which is our healing class. Recon, the highly ranged sniper class, or battle frame, how it's called in Firefall. Next we have the engineer. Engineers are pretty cool. That's Recons and engineers are my two favorites. Maybe engineer before recon. But yeah. Next we have the Dreadnought. These guys are these guys are obviously the more tanky class. They have a lot more health than the other classes or the other battle frames, and they have an ability that lets them shield themselves. It reduces they have three abilities. They have one that creates a shield, like a dome, around them. They have an ability that locks them onto the ground and makes them into like a little bit of a turret mode, so that they have a limited view, and they can't move, but they can swivel. They can turn a certain number of degrees, and what they do is that they get what that gives them is that it gives them increased damage and increased shoot. It increased. Oh my god, I can't. I'm just at a total blank right now. Accuracy. I'm sorry. They get increased damage and accuracy because obviously when you're shooting for a long time, your accuracy gets into a larger range, so that you don't really hit more things in the center of what you're aiming at. It's more around the edge. Now, with the engineer, you get what's called a pulse generator. It shoots people away from you, or it pushes them away from the generator itself. And they also get a turret, which is upgradable. Everything that the engineers have are upgradable up to level 2. Now, they get the pulse generator, they get a shield wall that prevents incoming damage, or bullets. They have a healing station, and they have a turret, obviously. Next, with the recon, they get resonating bolts, which is a long-range, like, let's say sticky grenade. And the cooldown on the time it has for it to explode after it hits a player or the ground is refreshed, at least on the player, when it's reapplied. So all 2, 3, 4 stacks that you have on the player will all explode at once, dealing a huge amount of damage. Then they have this thing called a cryo bullet. What it does is that it slows the enemy player down. And so, because of that, you'll be able to hit them a lot more easier. And then they have a long-range mine, though that is so useful, and it's so fun to play with. You can put it in hallways, you can put it anywhere, and you can shoot it anywhere. There's no range to it, and you just aim and shoot. That's it. Next, with the medic, they have a defibrillator ability, which instantly revives a friendly target. And they also have an AoE healing ability, which I believe damages enemies as well, but I'm not 100% sure about that. We'll have to find out later on. And I can't remember what else these guys have. But we'll end up finding out. And the assault, they have they have an afterburner ability which shoots them forward and gives them a little bit of a speed boost while that's going on. It shoots them forward. And they also have an ability that increases their damage by a lot, like 2 times. So with a direct hit, normally doing 520 damage, you'll end up doing like 1040 on a direct hit while you have the double damage on you. And then they also have an ability called Crater. What it does is that the higher you are when you use it, the more damage it's going to do. So when you're as high as you can get, it will do around a little over 1,000 damage to all the enemies around you. And obviously, being at medium height, it will do half that damage. And then if you don't really go high at all, it'll do half of that damage. So it'll do half of 500, so it'll end up doing around 250. That's it for the abilities for the classes. Next we have the voices that you get to choose from. So let's check those out, shall we?
Bodies to the floor! Like shooting a fat kid in a barrel. Bodies to the floor! Fragged one! Brilliant! You died! Good day! You died!
Got one! Die, you bitch ass! Marked! 187!
That's a kill! Dead! Like shooting possum! Got him!
Enemigo down! Adios! That's a kill! Moha! Killed one! Gotcha! Got another imbecile!
Alright, so those are the 5 choices that you have for the voices. Now let's check out the skin colors. You obviously have the whitest of the white. You have the albino. Then it gets darker. Nope, I skipped a few. Alright, so it does get darker. All the way to a coal black. And then you have... Let's just reset all these. Then you have the face. You can use the mouse wheel to scroll in and out. And you can hold the left mouse button and turn in order to rotate your character. Plus you got the faces. Face 1, 2, and those are the faces. Next we have eye colors. We have black, brown, blue, and green. And with the hairstyles, there are quite a few. I think there's around 8 or 10. But they're pretty cool. There are some that are a little odd, in my opinion. But there are some pretty good ones. I was wrong, there are 14. And then you obviously have hair colors. You have black, brown, blonde, red, gray, ice blue, purple, dark blue, and green. And with facial hair, you have just all kinds of different things. And then you also have armor colors. So there's the Accord, Desert Storm, Army, Serpent, Storm, Flamingo, Bumblebee, Blood Falcons, Emerald Blades, Stellar Ponies, and the Brood. And then you obviously have, you're obviously able to choose between male and female. Being able to choose between the faces and whatnot. That upper lip is a little... Nah. Well, that's it. That's the different... That's all the customizations options that you have. Then you have your name that you can put in. I'm not going to save this one because I already have mine. But yeah, this has been Coogster playing Firefall. Make sure to comment below, rate my videos, please, thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. That would help me a lot. And I'm gonna have a lot more videos coming in as often as possible. I don't have any like regular schedule or anything like that for anything. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. You are not locked